Hey guys, I just thought I'd make a video talking about, make a video tonight giving you a story of an incident that happened to me. I know y'all said that y'all enjoy some of the Iois I videos. Well, this was one of the biggest Iois I videos I ever had. I mean, Iois I videos I've ever had. One of the biggest stories I've ever had. One of the best incidences. This was a number of years ago. This is before I was driving. No, I was driving. Yeah, I'd just gotten my license at the time. This was a number of years ago at the bar. I was not going in at the time. I don't remember why. I just didn't care about going in back in those days. But I didn't go in. But I was sitting outside. It was warm weather. And she came outside. She was a cheerleader at the local college. I knew because I looked her up afterward when she told me her name and saw her picture. Her picture was online. Of course, you know, her cheerleading picture. And she was with a basketball player at the college. And the dude was like, I mean, I looked like his kid. You know, guy 6'5", 6'6", towering guy, white guy. And he was from Australia. Because I live in the United States. And they kind of like they were into it. She was drunk. But he was trying to, I think, make out with her and have sex or whatever. And she got into it with him, and she walked over and said hi to me. And, you know, kind of talked with me a little bit. She was really drunk. And her friend came over too, and they were, hi, how are you? She was short. Both of them were. I was looking down at them, so you know they're short, right? You know, really short. So I'm talking to him, and I'm, you know, blah, 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 and then she left with him, and they left that night. So I didn't think anything of it, and this was on a Friday. And then the next night, there she was again, and she ran over. I'm sitting on the park bench outside, and she runs over and sees me and says hello again. And she's just, you know, all over me, and she's talking, and she comes in, and she's being so friendly, and I'm like, oh, okay. And her boyfriend, I thought he was going to be mad, which I don't think it was her boyfriend. That was just her Chad lover, you know. And he, you know, kind of got into it with her again. He didn't get mad at me. He actually joked with me. It was kind of weird. But they got into it, and she threw her flip-flops. She was wearing them. You know, they were really drunk. And she threw her flip-flops and walked away, you know, and then they went back inside, and then she came back out a little later and started talking to me again, and she was just, you were so wonderful and everything. She never kissed me, but she put her arms around me. And I'm like, okay, you know. And then she's like, let's go to the party. And I'm like, what? You know. And she goes, let's go to the party. And I'm like, okay, so we're walking down the sidewalk, and she's got her arm around me. And I'm just in this trance, like, what is going on? And she hugs me, you know, giving me a big hug. And she's like, she remembered my name. I had told her my name the night before, and she remembered it, told her friends. And they're all, hi, you know. And they're laughing when I'm walking with her, and the girl is going. I could hear her in the back, and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe she's doing this. And she went with this, she said she's walking with this cute guy. And I'm going like, oh, okay. And we go inside. There is a party. I don't know how to describe this, but it was a party right next to where the bar and everything was. It was one of them weird, I guess, college type party. I go upstairs. I was still drinking at the time. This is before my withdrawal got bad. And this is a funny story. You're gonna laugh. Well, you're gonna laugh and then be mad. But we go upstairs because it's upstairs in a building. We go inside, and I'm standing there, and she walks off, and she goes, Shane, have some vodka shots. And I'm going, oh, God. And I drink them. Why did I do that? I don't know, you know. And I drink them, and I'm nervous, right? And there's some whiskey in a bottle sitting there, and I grab one of the glasses, I pour it, and I drink a whiskey shot. I don't know what. I think I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. I had never had this happen to me in my life. This girl was not even 21. She was at best 19, 18, I do not know. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm 20 years older than she is. Oh, my God, you know. And I'm freaking out because, like, I'm thinking, oh, God, what if this goes bad? And she walks off and runs up with her friends, and all of a sudden these two girls walk by, three girls, and one of them was kind of tall, and she was giving me the eye, smiling at me, and they all three said hey, and I went hey, and I'm just standing there by myself, and then she comes over and grabs me, and she walks over and she tells these two guys, she goes hey, and she grabs it, she goes, this is my friend, like, I mean, not friend, she says, this is and she told my name, this is Shane, and she rubs my back, and I walk away, and I heard her say I could hear her say it to her friend. Now I'm getting drunk now at this point, because I had some drinks inside the bar. I had gone in not long, but I'd had like 3 beers, and now I've had those, and I've had 2 vodka shots and 2 whiskey shots. So I mean, I'm getting, and I'm not a guy that drank much at that time. See, it's hitting me, and I'm staggering, and I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I'm gonna pass out, man. And I was starting to get weird. And I stumbled. I don't know if anybody saw me, but I stumbled getting down them steps. I leave. I don't know where she went. Because before I walked off, I could hear her, that guy's so hot. They said, do you know him? And she went, no, but he is so hot. Now, why I left, I don't know. But I was so drunk, I would have passed out. And I'll tell you why. I walked down the stairs. I stumbled. I almost fell. But I got down the stairs. And I go and I sit on a park bench. Clunk. I'm out. I'm out, man. Like, I came to a few times. And this one guy goes, Shane is the freaking man. That's all I heard. I didn't see him. They just went, the man. He walks off. And I'm half out of it, man. Because I should have tried to have just gotten into my car. And I'm staggering, and I'm just like half out of it. And I hear some guy, do you need some help, man? And I just went, I think I just said, no, I'm full. I don't know what the heck I said that for, but I'm wasted, right? And everyone's gone, and all of a sudden I come to, and I wake up, there's nobody out there. It's just me. I get to my car. Now I'm wasted, okay? It's like 4:30. This is right after I had gotten my license and was taking Mom's car. This is a long time ago. And I stumbled, and I got to the car. I'm still drunk, man. There's cops down there a lot of times. There's, all kinds of stuff. And I could have got caught. I could have got a DUI, but it was almost 5 in the morning. Matter of fact, I think it was 5 in the morning, because the sun was starting to come up a little bit. I get in my car, and I thought, God, because this was before I stayed out all night at all. I had just started going out, late, because, I'm driving. And I go, oh, God, I got to get home. I've got to get home, And I stagger, and I get to the house. I somehow drove back to the house. It was only about 10 minutes, but still. I somehow get back, and I'm drunk, man. I'm wasted. And I open the door. Somehow I got the lock, and I dropped the keys twice. And I get inside, and I'm puking. Man, I get to the commode. I'm just heaving, man. I'm so sick. And I think I threw up 4 times. Mom gets up, and she goes, what is it? And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I'm sick and throwing up. I don't want her knowing this. And I'm going, I think I ate something bad tonight. I just made something up. Like, I ate something bad at the restaurant. I didn't know what to say. And I'm puking and everything. And she goes, and Mom goes, well, I just hope you hadn't drank nothing. And I went, no, I did. I'm just lying out my teeth, because I never would have drank if I hadn't have been so nervous. And I got up, stumbled, Mom says, well, just go on to bed. So I go, I lay down on my bed, I'm out. I get up the next day, I'm still feeling like shit, but now I'm hungover, right? And it was such a rough day. But I will never forget that night. That would have been my first time. With a cute little cheerleader. She was short, but a college cheerleader. I was in my 30s. She was at most 19. Probably 18. and I could have had it. And I didn't. And, just thinking of that night makes me laugh. I laugh now, but in a way I regret it because, of course, I didn't make it happen. But, I mean, it was so spur of the moment. Like, you know, I'm sitting there not even thinking I'm going to meet a girl, you know, and it just, boom. Like I said, that was before I was even going in much inside the bar. And to meet her like that, now I need to rephrase that about the 2 beers. I know I hadn't had any. That's right, because I never went in. I forgot. I'm thinking of another time. No, the only drinks I had were the 4 shots, 2 of them of vodka, 2 of them of whiskey. And wow, was I messed up. Because like I said, I hadn't drank much. I didn't drink much back then at all. And that's before the withdrawal. So I was in pretty decent shape at that time. Oh boy. What a terrible, in a way, terrible night, but a fun night. Because I know most people probably ain't never had an experience like that, you know. Maybe not quite like that. And that girl, and every time I see her, she loves me to death. She hugs me. She always tells people that this is my best. She said she'll say this is my bud. She'll rub my chest a lot of times. She likes me. And I've heard her tell her friends he's so hot. I could definitely score with her probably, but I don't see her much anymore. But yeah, she was a cheerleader, and could have been something. But I just thought I'd give you a good crazy story like that. Maybe you'll enjoy those. You know, any more of these you want to hear, I'll try to tell. That was one of my wildest stories, but this was about, oh God, number of years ago. Wow, I still remember it. Horrible story in a way, but a funny story too. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care and have a good one. Talk to you soon.